Victor Frankenstein stars Harry Potter, Charles Xavier, as Igor and Victor Frankenstein. This one looks more at the relationship between those two individuals than the actual monster itself. The monster is like the very, very end of the film. This is more of those two working together told from Igor's perspective. Well, Igor's perspective. So you get a lot of Daniel Radcliffe, with some James McAvoy thrown in there. The direction it took was unique. I mean, there's a lot of Frankenstein films that's normally like, and poof, it's alive, and then deal with rampaging monster. This one was more of the, you have talent, you have skill, I could use that to take my random body parts and build them together to make a living homunculus. Oh, okay. And the actual, well, you did this wrong, you did this and this. Well, how would we do this? Well, we need to do this. So it's more of the, what would you need to do to create a homunculus? As well as the battle back and forth between, you know what, I have to create this creature. With the European, like, you know, once you do this, your name is gone. They only remember the monster. So it's got some nice philosophical bits here and there. I liked the direction that it took. It just felt like, I felt like it was missing just something. Maybe because you've got a guy who's sewing together random bits and pieces of body parts to make a living creature. But he's crazy and he's not really a nice individual, with Igor who's like, I'm trying to help you, you kind of saved my life, I feel indebted to you. You got bits and pieces of a love story, and then your main, I guess, villain is a God-fearing man from Scotland Yard. It just felt like they tried to throw in a lot more external conflict when the really good conflict would have been Igor and Victor Frankenstein, with a philosophical battle between, you know, is it right to do this sort of thing versus scientific endeavors of what happens if we could do this? We could cure all diseases. And those two working together, nice solid chemistry. The problem is they are not together on screen as much as they should be. If I think they'd focused more on that and then had a little bit less to do with the guy from Scotland Yard trying to be their villain, when essentially the villain was their own hubris in the creation of the monster, the homunculus. So, interesting take on it, unique way of looking at it. It just felt like all the pieces were there, they just didn't put them together in the right way. I think if this film would have been edited differently, but again, it's hard to tell, you know, so I spend on what the distribution company wants and people put the money down. It feels like the stuff was there to make a really interesting and unique reinterpretation of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.